Alright everybody, it's been a long time since I made a video. I'm going to let you guys know where I've been and why I haven't been uploading any videos. Well, this summer has been really nice, and I've been enjoying it so much that my family decided that we should go on another vacation for 2 weeks. So that's what we did, and I'm pretty sure you guys already watched a recent video that I uploaded. Well, that video was 2 weeks old, so really, it wasn't a recent video that I just filmed. I did that 2 weeks ago and I meant to upload it, but you know, I was in a hurry to get out the door. I didn't even bother. So I didn't forget about you guys, and I never will. So let's get started with this video. I do apologize that I haven't been really uploading as much this year, but you know, shit happens. At least I'm still uploading videos anyway, but not as frequent. Okay, so what you're looking at is a huge pile of computers. There's 4 of them, and some more shit sitting over here. Most of it is free stuff, and the other half, well, I think there's only 2 things that I bought from a yard sale. Oh, this isn't part of it. This is the Toshiba Satellite A60. I will be making a video soon about the M60, which I still do have, but it's in pieces. But that white stuff you're looking at is glue. So now, every time when you open the lid, you can hold it up like that, and now this half doesn't break off. The glue that I used was Gorilla Glue. So yeah, it's keeping it together very well. Should do that to all my laptops, including the Dell Latitude D600. Okay, so I guess I'll start with that dark looking computer down there. Okay, so this is the laptop I was talking about. It looks really identical to the other Toshiba that I have. Same layout on the front. The only difference it has is a different looking CD drive. And, oh, shit. And the power button on the other one is back here, not in the front. So it's a little different, but all of it is the same. Oh, and the other Toshiba laptop that looks like this one, the infrared plastic cover has been broken off. It was like that when I got it, but this one is in mint condition. It's not even busted. So, where did I get this laptop? Well, it wasn't given to me. It was sitting in a pile of electronics in downtown. And there's a church across the street from this parking lot. And people just drop off their electronics in that spot. And there's no sign saying that we couldn't take it or anything. Like, really, there was nothing there that I wanted. Like, really, there was just broken TVs, broken printers. They have projection TVs, but the screens were beaten to hell by teenagers or God knows who. And a friend of mine picked this up for me and just gave it to me, you know. They know I like vintage computers, and they gave this thing to me, along with this tower down here. The next day, I decided to go with them to look and see what else these people had, or this pile had. And I found a PlayStation 3, like actually 3 of them, all taken apart in a box, and I thought, hey, this would be a good project for me to do. I can restore them. Well, then this random lady comes walking across the street and says to me that I couldn't take it. And I said to her, "Oh, really? Where's your sign?" And she's like, "I'm gonna make one." I told her, "Oh, so are you just basically coming over here because you don't like the fact that people are garbage picking, or are you part of the church?" And she's like, "I'm part of the church." I said, "Oh, really? Why? Who goes to church on a Monday? Like, people usually go to church on Sundays. Like, I've never really seen anyone go there on Mondays." And this lady was like, "You can't take this, it's part of a church donation." I looked at her and I thought, "You gotta be friggin' kidding me, lady." I said, "Who would want this pile of crap? Like, there's busted TVs and busted printers and all sorts of shit." And I said, "Who would want those? Like who would want a broken TV and printer?" And she just said, "You can't take them." And I just walked away from her, and I just grabbed the box of PlayStations and just started walking. And my friend said, "I thought she said that you couldn't take them." And I said, "Doesn't matter." And the lady was like, "Actually, it does matter. Now put it down." And I just looked at her, thinking, "You're so stupid, lady. If you're really from the church, you should put up a damn sign." So, got in the car, and as we drove out, rolled down the window and just shouted, "Put up a friggin' sign, you idiot." I don't care if she's from a church. You know, they don't scare me. What are they gonna do? So, I hope I didn't offend anybody about this. It's just, really, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't think there was anything wrong by just going somewhere and digging through to get PlayStations just to restore them. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You guys might be wondering, since this stuff was part of a donation program to a church, you guys are probably wondering, did I steal this? And did I steal that computer tower down there? No. I don't consider it stealing, because, number one, there was no one there earlier that day saying that no one can take that stuff. Besides, earlier that day, there was other people going by there taking stuff from the electronics bin. Second of all, there was no sign saying that no one can take anything. There was no sign mentioning anything about a donation. So, in reality, I think that lady was just some random person who just came walking across the street saying that you couldn't take it because she's probably against garbage picking. Who knows? But I don't consider it stealing because there was no signs. So, if that stupid church lady is watching, good. She can kiss my ass for all I care. I don't care about her. What's she gonna do? So, now I'm gonna continue on with this video with this laptop that is mine legally. There's no law saying I couldn't take it. I'm gonna do a little review about it, and then with the rest of the pile here. So this is a Toshiba satellite 430 CET. I'm still shocked by the fact that this Toshiba looks like my other one. And I've been getting really lucky with these older Toshiba laptops because their batteries kick ass. The one that looks like this one has a damn good battery. Can use it for 3 hours, no problem. So, let's see if the battery still works. I'm pretty sure it has a battery. Let's see if it does. Boy. Yep, it does. And the battery, no, the hard drive is, I believe, underneath the battery. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so let's turn it on and see what happens. Oh, cool. Look at that. The CD drive says that there's something in there. Oh, it's a Windows 98 second edition CD. Cool. Is there anything on it? Yep, there is. You can check by the light-coated rings. The darker ones is the free space, but if the middle part is lighter, there's a sign that there's something on here. I don't know why it's not booting to the operating system. Let's see. Now, this computer is pretty dirty, you know. It has that typical yellowing on the buttons. And, of course, with these older laptops, it has that sticky type button on it. It's really sticky. Ugh. And let's just say the track point or eraser head mouse. The real name for these is called AccuPoint. This one's really sticky. It's gross. And there's a lot of cracks on it. I have a little baggie full of these. I just replaced the track point eraser head on the IBM ThinkPad A31. And I think I have a blue track point or gray one, I don't know. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna clean this thing later on. It's just absolutely filthy. See, I don't know who would want this. They were probably going to a recycling company anyway. I don't know. I think the BIOS button is tab. I don't know which button it is to get into the BIOS, to be honest. I think it's F1 or F2. I'm just pressing these buttons just to see what happens. You know, I have to get a better look at this. Yeah, I know with these older Toshiba laptops it has a different BIOS key. Usually on older computers it's the delete button. Some computers it's the tab button. But I'm shocked, like the battery works in this thing. I'm not shitting you, like it's not plugged into anything. I'm surprised that a battery has, or a laptop like this has been sitting out for a couple days and the battery still works. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off and see if I can get it running soon. Now that's quality. These are some kick-ass notebooks. You know, I think Toshiba can do something right after all. They should just stop manufacturing newer laptops because they break easily. They're like made out of glass of some sort. Okay. This is a Dynex or Dynex? I don't know how the hell you pronounce it, but this is another portable DVD player that I got at the Resource Center. Yeah, I know, small world. I just got two other ones before, and one of them was dead. They're called Colby DVD players. One works and the other one sort of works, but I wouldn't depend my life on it. This one looks nice. The screen is slightly smaller, and it's slightly, like, really all of it is a little bit smaller. I don't know if the battery is any good. I'm not even sure if it's charged, for that matter. But I'm glad it actually came with a box. I might be able to sell it or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I wonder if it came with all of these cords and stuff. I hope it did. Oh, the first thing I see is the remote, which I'm not sure works. It's not even worn. I think that's why they invent tripods nowadays, so you don't have to hold the camera and do things at the same time. Okay, so here's what I believe to be the audio and video out cable. It doesn't look like the one that's on the box, but hey, at least I got one. And I do have an entire box full of these. Not like this one, but I have a pair that looks just like this kind. It came with the original power adapter, which is cool. The thing I love about battery operated stuff is to find out whether or not if the battery actually works. This one, I'm not sure how long it has been used for. Well, I can definitely tell right now. It's very dusty and it's dirty. Yeah, there's a lot of dust underneath. One of the feet fell off. Damn it. Where the hell did that feet go? That's not it. Oh well. So, here we have the power jack, AV out, headphone port, volume, power switch, the power indicator light, the infrared remote receiver, the tray open button, and that's it. The battery is actually built inside. Wow. So I'm guessing if the battery quits in this thing, can't replace it. But if the Colby DVD player's battery fails, I have an extra one. Jeez, one hand. It looks nice on the inside actually, but like I said, it's slightly smaller, and I'm not sure how the sound and picture quality is. I'm not sure if I have a DVD to even test it with. But let's power it on and see if the battery actually charged. If so, then it tells me that this thing was used only a couple times and then they just put it in the box and gave it to me. Would you look at that? Now, the screen on this one looks a little bit ghost-like. It doesn't look like it has that much color on it. Now, I'm happy that I got a free DVD player since I already have other ones, but it's just, I like the Colby's display a lot better because it shows more color. This one just kind of looks like an old display. Heck, let's test out DVD and see what happens. Now, I'm not sure if you guys really like black and white movies, but this was the only one I can actually find that wasn't put away deeply. Since I used to have a bookshelf, I got rid of it, so I put most of my DVDs and CDs in a box. Oh. Something tells me that the battery is dying. Well, that was odd because my camera batteries just died. So I think the reason why the screen's flickering on this one is because the battery is dying. Yeah, and you know, the color on it isn't really what I would really expect to see, you know? If I were to play this on the Colby DVD players, portable DVD player system, I'm pretty sure the color would be a little bit realistic looking. The screen is flickering, I think because the battery power is depleting. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here. It could be an LCD issue, I am not sure. Yeah, but the color on it isn't really... yeah, it's kind of blurry. But hey, it's free, you know? Let's see if the remote works. Hopefully if the battery... yep, the battery works in the remote. Let's see if it will be okay if I plug it in to an outlet. Oh shit. Okay, so I got it plugged in. Since the screen is wiggling so much. Hey, it stopped. What happens if I unplug it again? Okay, I see what it's doing now. I see. So, this thing doesn't really have an indicator to let the user know that the battery's dying. The only indicator that it really has is if the screen starts flickering like this. And I can see it right now. The lower and lower the battery level gets, this is how the screen starts to get darker, as I can see it. I think it says it somewhere on the box. I don't have the user manual, but I'm pretty sure when the screen does that, it's an indication that you need to charge it. And it stops right there, so yeah, but like I said, the screen on this one, it's nice, it's small, but really the color isn't, like, I know I've said this many times, but the color isn't really lifelike. But if you play it on the Colby DVD player's LCD display, it's really crisp and colorful. This isn't really. The sound isn't bad either. Jeez. So if you guys are wondering what this movie is, it's called Sabotage. It's one of my favorite black and white movies. I believe it was from, I think, the 30s, at least. But yeah, you guys seen how this thing runs. And the weird thing about it... oh, shit. Okay. The charging light isn't turning on. Like, it may look like it's on, but that's the reflection from the lamp. I don't know if the battery charges or not. What happens if I turn it off? Oh, okay. I see. Now, I think they built this thing very poorly because, number one, it has no indication to let you know if the battery's dying. The second problem with this machine is the LCD display. Like most DVD players today, portable ones of course, have crisp, clear displays. Like, they are so clear and the colors are so lifelike. It's just lovely. The Colby DVD player I have is an older one, but they did a good job manufacturing that one. The color is just amazing. This one, however, looks like it was a lower end model, and the colors aren't lifelike. It's just not really, it's not quality to me. I don't necessarily enjoy the picture. I'm glad the damn thing works, but It's just, if you look at it, it just reminds me of 16 color bit on Windows 95 or any other operating system. It just looks like 16 colors, which is 16 bit. The third problem with this machine lies within the charging unit. I think that this portable DVD player is completely different from any other, or kind of models like this one are different from all the others. Whoops. You all know that I have two Colby portable DVD players, and those ones are slightly newer than this one. I think they were made in 2009, and this one was made in 2008. Those ones, you can plug the cord in and watch a movie while it charges. This one, however, you cannot do that. If I were to watch a movie right now and just plug it in, it won't even charge. The only way for this system to actually charge is if it's powered off. As you can see, the unit is charging right now, but if I turn it on, the light goes off, so it's not charging now. Turn it off, charging. I'm pretty sure when these things were on the market, I'm pretty sure the people got so confused with it. Because let's just say, if someone were to watch a movie while it's on battery power, the battery dies, they go in the house, plug it in, and turn it on. And then they're watching their movie till it's over. Then they'll walk over and unplug it, and then they realize it turns off. And they'll think, oh god, the battery's dead. It's no longer good anymore. I'm pretty sure that's how people reacted when they first bought this unit. For me, I realized that problem right away. You know, like I just took it out of the box a couple minutes ago. Haven't even tested it with the charger until now. So, you know, it didn't take me that long to realize that there's a little flaw in the charging unit. So, if I had to pick between this one and the Colby DVD player, I would pick the Colby DVD player, because I've already spotted out 3 flaws with it. The LCD screen is crap. It doesn't show you an indicator light whether or not the battery's going to die. The only way you can tell is if the screen flickers. And the second problem, which I just explained earlier, is the charging unit. So I'm not sure if this battery actually works properly, but all I know is you can't charge the damn thing while it's powered on. It just doesn't work. But as I can see it right now, it is currently charging. So I'm gonna stop talking about this thing, because really there's nothing much to talk about. Gonna have to test it out later on to see if it works. Heck, if it does have a good working battery, I might end up selling it. I don't know. I already got a perfectly working one with a crisp LCD display. So, let's move on to the other things. Before I forget, we all know this thing came from this box. Well, here's something that you all can possibly enjoy. I know I do a lot. Now, this is a side of me that you don't know, and that side is called pranking. And dear God, I love it so much. I've pranked a lot of people, and I pranked my family members by putting a ketchup pack underneath the toilet seat. Every time when they sat down, the pack would explode. Putting saran wrap on the door and seeing them walk into it. Heck, just doing the easy prank. filling up a glass of water with ice in it and splashing it at them. So, here's one of them that I really enjoy. Every time when you buy an electronic device, or sometimes a video game, usually on the case or on the box it will have this barcode strip, and it's just basically stuck on there. You know, you can just peel it off, and that was easy too. Wow. And basically the cashier runs their scanner over top of the box or anywhere where they can find a bar scanner, and when you hear that beep sound, it demagnetizes the strip. And really, I enjoy having fun with these. I've pranked a lot of people with them, and this is how you do it. After scanning your item through, this thing is demagnetized, and when you go back into the store, basically pull it out of your pocket and get a magnet, kind of like this one or any other type. Oops. And basically what you do is you just swipe it over a couple times, and what that does, it remagnetizes the strip, and all you have to do is stick it on their back, or just put it on the shopping cart or whatever, you know, just put it on something, and when they walk out the door, the alarms will go off. So that's one of my favorite pranks. So I'm definitely going to be using this on a rainy day. Just going to set it there and just put it on someone's back, and then they're going to walk out, and I'm going to just stand there and laugh my ass off. I love it so much. Okay, so this is something that I wanted for a long time. It is a USB 2.0 PC card for laptops. I know, you guys are going to say right away, oh, is it for the IBM ThinkPad A31? Da-da-da. Yep, it is. As you all know, the IBM ThinkPad A31 has busted USB ports. They don't work. So basically I was forced to send files over a wireless network, or even a wired network. I had to be forced to do that. The slowest way to do it is by infrared port. This thing does have built-in infrared port right next to the green jack, and that is one of the slowest methods of sending a file wirelessly. The other method is over a wireless network, which is my home network. But if the power goes out, my signal's gone. So there's always that threat, and it has happened before. So now I can finally send files without any worry. So let's look at the price tag on this, shall we? Before, it was $23. No way in hell was I going to pay that. Then they tried to sell it for $10. No, I'm still not going to budge. I'm too cheap. Finally, $7. So I said, deal, I'll buy it for $7. How did I find this thing? Well, I was on Kijiji, just browsing around. Didn't think I'd find anything that I would like, but suddenly I did. And I couldn't say no to $7, so I just said deal. And this guy works at a flea market, so I had to go down to the flea market, and it's packed in there. It feels like walking into a hoarder's house. Ugh, it's just crammed in there. I don't feel comfortable walking in flea markets because I just have that fear that I'm going to knock something over and it will break. That's why I don't go there. I read the ad on Kijiji, and it said that the power adapter was included. I was like, oh, awesome. That's terrific. But when I came home, I realized that it said open package. And I looked down here where it was opened already, and I realized that the power adapter was missing. This is where it is, because I had to go get it. So I called the guy and said, hey, where's the power adapter for this thing? And he said, oh shoot. Well, let me check a box. And he had an entire box of cords. He checked it, ended up finding it. He got lucky because I was about to say, you know what, take this thing back. So I went back there again and picked up the cord. Now, I haven't even tested this thing out yet, you know. I got it yesterday, but I was back there really late, you know. It was like, I don't know, around 9 o'clock or probably around 8 at night. And I didn't have time to test the card out. I was so tired. Here's the reason to why the power adapter is very important. The IBM ThinkPad has 2 PC card slots, one of which is being used by a wireless card. This card is going to be in the other slot. And the PC card slots can only supply so much power. Like, you're limited to what you can do. If I were to plug in my DVD drive, my external one, to this card without the adapter, Windows will let me know that the power limit has exceeded to its maximum point. So, in order for my DVD drive to work, I have to use the adapter to supply more power. So, like, I knew right away that I needed the power adapter. If not, then the card is only able to power smaller USB devices, such as a camera, a USB stick, and my hard drive. And the IBM ThinkPad doesn't have a DVD rewritable drive or any burner of any kind. And I don't have an optical drive that will fit it. This is the only one. So, you know, that's why I needed the power adapter. You know, it sucks really that PC cards can only supply so much power. You're like I said, you're limited to what you can do. So I'm gonna make a video later on about this card in action, just to see how good it works. It does work for Mac OS X. It's useless to the iBook over there because the iBook doesn't have PC card slots, not one, so it's useless.